What is up, guys? How we doing? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all the support this week. I appreciate you. Today we are just going to talk about the channel a little bit, talk about the future, talk about some things. All right. First of all, I want to celebrate a milestone, a little one, but a milestone nonetheless. For the first time, we have an entire page of videos that are liked and interacted with. When you post videos and you're looking at your videos and manage them, they're in pages, 30 a page. And for the first time, bam, all 30 videos this last month have been liked and interacted with. And that's all you guys. That's awesome. It shows growth. It's a small milestone, sure, but it's one worth noting, in my opinion, nonetheless. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's all you guys. Secondly, I wanted to talk about the idea of maybe changing the name. Now that we're getting a little bit of attention here, now that we're getting some followers on Twitch, getting some interest there, I don't want to be arrogant. I don't want to think too far ahead, but, branding, if this were to ever become a career, is everything. And Daddy-O, after finding out that, Daddy-O is the name of another family vlog channel that was terrible, sucks, but B, that was my gamer tag. I just named my channel after my gamer tag, not expecting my channel to ever go anywhere. Not Daddy-O isn't exactly a good branding name, I want something that kind of sums up what I do, what I am, and what do I do? Well, I am a single dad that vlogs, that has strong opinions, that rants, that calls out shitty things, that talks about work, that just vlogs, right? And, you're on this journey with me, trying to figure out life. Trying to figure out how to be a better father every day, trying to figure out how to be a better person every day, trying to figure out how to be happy, dealing with sobriety, dealing with the pent-up aggression I have from my childhood, trying to grow to be a better human. That's what this channel is, right? So, what name could we come up with that would fit that? I always kind of thought Daddy-O was good because I am a dad, yeah, simple, but I'm blanking. And it's not that I want somebody, so I'm trying to, I guess, bounce ideas off you guys. It's not that I want you to come up with the name for me. I want to know your opinions on the ideas I have came up with. So first idea is kind of satirical. But I don't like it because it doesn't mention anything about me being a dad. You're going to laugh, but hear me out, all right? Insuperior soy boy. All right? Why would I name my channel such a thing? Well, if you look at all my political videos, if you look at any time I call out Andrew Tate taint sniffers or fucking idiots that think that they're confident for bragging about banging 1,000 women, and whenever I talk about confidence versus incompetence and whatnot, what's the one insult I always get? Oh, I'm a soy boy. I'm a libtard. Even though you don't have to be left leaning to point out these things, it's psychology. The more you feel the need to flex, the more you're projecting. If you have banged 1,000 women, chances are you're not comfortable on your own and you're constantly trying to fill that hole within yourself with holes, literally. Now, who uses the term soy boy the most? Sneeko, the guy that's trying to convince you that it's alpha to let another dude screw your wife. So, people call me libtard, soy boy, shit like that, and I think it's funny because that, yes, I'm a dinosaur, but the insult soy boy, I've noticed that generally the people that use it the most fit the definition of what it's supposed to be. So, Inferior Soy Boy, why would I choose that as a channel name? Well, because A, in a satirical kind of way, it's taking an insult that somebody uses because they refuse to refute a valid point with me. They just call me a name. So in a satirical way, it would be like, okay, now you have to come up with an original insult. And in a satirical way, it would be displaying confidence to call yourself something you know you're not, because the people that are actually incompetent don't like you. Because people like the Fresh and Fit podcast that want you to believe that they're just plowing through women and just have women figured out, that confidence is constantly hitting on every woman you see, when really it's not. Psychologically, literally, it isn't. That is desperation. It's incompetence. Being confident is being content with being alone. Once you're content with being alone, confidence, learning how to get women, it all comes naturally. All right. These guys are trying to sell you on the idea that you'll be like them one day, and that a real alpha male defines their worth by their body count. But then if a woman does that, she's a whore, right? So it would be a satirical way of calling myself something that I know I'm not, because I have the confidence to, and it would, I don't know how to word it. It would be like a way of like, yeah, what are you going to call me now? Because like, I made a valid point about your boy, you can't refute it, so you call me this. Might as well just go ahead and call myself that, because I know I have more confidence than the Fresh and Fit podcast and Andrew Tate put together, because they are incompetent assholes. That's why they feel the need to. How many hours have I talked on here about my life? How many times have I talked about my sex life? It's not because it doesn't exist. Clearly it does. I have a kid sitting back there, so. It's because I don't feel the need to tell you about it, dude. I'm confident enough with the memories I have made that, A, I don't kiss and tell. I think the person that constantly brags about being the best in bed and getting all these women, or the woman constantly bragging about being a freak and getting all these men, are generally the most insecure and the worst in bed. Just saying. And, B, it's none of your business. C, I am confident enough with the memories I have made that I don't feel the need to mention it. Unlike the Fresh and Fit podcast, who has to talk about it every day. So, it would be like, so imagine way down the line, we got like merch or something, and you bought it, and you're wearing a shirt that says Inferior Soy Boy. Or Inferior Soy Girl. I know that women watch this channel. I'm not forgetting about you. The thing that why I keep gravitating towards this name is because I know that the people that use that as an insult, the incompetent assholes that have it backwards, would see that and go, look at this guy. Look. They're literally just out here admitting it now, when really it's a... You know what I'm saying? It would be a satirical way of showing confidence to the I'm against woke libtards assholes that think they're really confident for being intrusive in women's lives, when the reality is they're incompetent assholes. Basically, it's a way of satirically knowing that you're confident and the opposite of what the shirt says. Does that make sense? Meanwhile, the group that is so super confident and alpha would never have the confidence to wear that shirt or display that as their channel name. So I feel like that would be funny. I do. I feel like that would be kind of cool and make a statement. The problem is, I don't think people would get it. I don't think, I just don't think people would get it. You know, I don't. And it has nothing to do with me being a dad in there. And that's probably 90% of what this channel is me being a dad. So that's an idea, but kind of shelving it, you know? Let me know what you think. B, I was thinking modern dad takes. But the problem with that one is that's just too vanilla. It's too, it's too, like, I'm trying to think down the road, right? Because a YouTube career, if I'm blessed to get there, is personal branding. Your name is your brand. And so modern dad takes is kind of a vanilla name, Like, if you bought my merch, and I'm not saying that if I were to, like, I'm thinking way ahead, dude. If I'm not saying that if I ever get to that point that for sure I'll do a clothing line. It may not be something. It may be something unique. I like Oompaville's Sour Boys idea. Like, I think that's dope that he went that route and created something unique. And yeah, modern dad takes. The other idea I had was just dad things, but I just don't really feel like trying to center the name around being a dad doesn't do a good job of wrapping up everything I do here. Like, if this was just a vlogging channel and I just talked about my life, I think that would work. Modern dad takes, or just dad things, or dads helping dads, or something like that. But that's not what I do. A lot of my content is commentary, speaking on social issues, giving my opinions on things. So how do we include both? How do we come up with a title that includes both? Because I keep on coming up with titles that are one or the other. Either a satirical, inferior soy boy, that one libtard, I had that as an idea, because I know I'm not. It, again, just taking a satirical thing and using it against the people that, just, I know you know what I mean, but that doesn't cover the dad part of it. So what name is there that can be satirical, take those insults, turn them into a satirical thing with confidence, and include the fact that this is a dad vlogging channel? That's where I'm struggling. I don't think like dads helping dads or what was the other one I said? What was the other one? Damn it, the train left the station. I don't think those are bad names. I just don't think it completely sums up what I do here. And so I'm just trying to think of a name that would really wrap up the fact that I'm a dad that has hot takes. Modern dad takes kind of does that, but not really, and then I feel like it would, I don't know. Inferior soy boy, that one libtard, modern dad takes, dads helping dads, single father talks. But again, that doesn't take everything I'm doing here, like it's hard because I talk about so many different things, movie reviews, Lego reviews, fucking just everything, like I've kind of attacked YouTube in the worst possible way, and that was intentional, and I really can't believe we're here discussing like channel names and actually thinking of a future like that. And that's all you guys, man, giving me the confidence to, keep going. And I really do, because you know me, you know my smart assness, I really do want to name it something satirical. To where that, like, yes, if you were to buy my merch one day, that it would be a display of confidence to wear it as a satirical way of yeah, sure, this is the insult you're going to shell out because you are too incompetent to actually come up with a valid insult, or just incompetent in general, yet here I am wearing a label that I'm the opposite of, but you would never have the confidence to do that. You know what I'm saying? So, but then that does away with the dad thing. And so I'm having modern dad takes seems to be the one that I keep landing on, but that also seems to be the most vanilla one, you know? So that's what I have so far. I'm going to keep thinking on it. Let me know what you think. Modern dad takes. Maybe, that libtard dad. What about that? I don't know. I don't know. So I'm bouncing ideas around, you know. But I do think I am gonna rename the channel, and that's what I'm landing on. I want it to be something satirical that sums up the social commentary that I do, as well as talk about being a single father. So how do you put that into a title? That libtard dad, modern dad takes. Inferior Soy Boy, honestly, is my favorite one, just because it's such a, like, I just know that the group that, I just know they wouldn't get it. And that's what I like about it, is it would go, over their fucking head. But, yeah, it doesn't have anything with me being a single parent, and that is 90% of this journey, is you watching me, as a single dad trying to survive. And with all the shit I've been through, and with how horrible my divorce was, with my drug history, trying to be no support system, trying to figure it out. And so that's what 90% of this channel is. So it doesn't need to be more dad focused. So let me know if you think that if you think being satirical is a stupid way to go. I mean, that could be instantly combative, sure. But I feel like a channel called something like that, that libtard dad or inferior soy boy, would get clicks. I do feel like the people that directly throw that insult out would absolutely click on those videos. And then whenever they're like, wow, you silly boy, it's like, yeah, it's in the name. Can you come up with something else? Anyway, those are my thoughts on, like, let me know what you think. If you got any ideas, shoot. And feel free to let me know if you think I'm just fucking dumb, if you think it's just a stupid idea. So don't shy away from it. Let me know if you think that satirical is not the way to go. But you know how I am. So I feel like a satirical name that somehow has dad in there, like that libtard dad or whatever, I would like, but maybe dads helping dads or something like that would be better, since it doesn't really have a stance in it. But the thing is I'm in the middle, dude. Like, that's the thing, is that's what makes it satirical, is like, I am not even left leaning. I just, whatever. But if we're trying to stay away from that, then it would be, I don't know, dads helping dads, that single dad, modern dad takes, something like that. But I just feel like that's too vanilla, and you got to think about, if later down the road I were to attach my name to a product, especially, shirts or something, what would be something that people would want to wear? Or would people just, people do just seem to buy people's shirts, whether they're cool or not, just because they're a fan of the channel. So maybe I'm overthinking it. But, so, that's the name. I'm going to end the conversation on that. Those are my suggestions. Let me know what you think of them. Maybe shoot some ideas if you got them. Now I want to talk about the future. So, I do think I'm going to work for my grandma. I've just been waiting to talk about it because we were ironing things out. It looked like it fell through It's looking like maybe it's going to happen. I'm not ready to commit to, like, I'm still going to have to do Instacart on the side, but I'm not going to have to do as much. Like, I don't want to really talk about personal pay or anything, but working for her would still have me doing Instacart on the side, but not as much. My daily goal on Instacart would be $30 a day. That's 1 to 2 orders. So basically, I would do my grandma's computer work, and then I would have Instacart and Uber running in the background, and then all I would need to do is make about $30 to $40, which should, on Instacart at least, only be like 1 order, so like 2 hours. So we're talking about work days that are probably going to be just as long, but instead of it being, working 8 hours for $50, it will be a guaranteed pay from doing this job, and then I need to come up with X amount over here, making things. But the big thing with that is that would allow me to stream more. Now, I want to talk about streaming. I love that you guys want me to stream. I do. And I love doing it. I love hanging out with you guys. It was fun. I still can't believe that I actually got to play with the fucking fan in Fortnite. And it was fun. We kicked some ass, dude. You did good, man. Just so you know, I don't know if that was your first time playing or not, but you did pretty damn good, I'm not really that good of a teacher, but it'll come with time. But that was fun, and that's beautiful, man. But streaming at midnight or 1 a.m. to try to, focus on your guys' time zones it's hard. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's hard. It is, because if I stream at midnight or 1 a.m., I don't get done till 3 or 4 a.m., and then I have to start getting up earlier for work. I can't. So if I do stream more, it's likely going to have to be earlier in the day. Now, hypothetically, I could stream that late. I could just do my computer work at night and then stream that late, but you got to think about Persephone. We're getting to the age where she needs to start getting on a consistent schedule, like she's gonna have to get up early for school and shit. We can't just be staying up till 4, waking up at 2. We can't do that, and so I'm not saying that I'm not going to stream at those times. Right now, that's what I still plan on streaming at, but we're going in the future. It might have to be shorter streams, and I'm considering getting live stream to have chat overlay on the TV, because I can't. Somebody talked about donating the other day. I haven't even thought that far ahead, and the fact that you even suggested that is super sweet, and I appreciate it. I haven't even thought about that. It just means a lot that you guys are willing to watch. But, you can't accept payments on Twitch unless you're an affiliate. But through live stream, you can. Like, the only way you can get payments through Cash App or Venmo right now. And you guys don't gotta pay me, dude. I'm just happy that you're here. But if you absolutely want to, the only way that would be possible right now would be either through Cash App, or if I get live stream, which would, have chat overlay on the TV, which might make chat a little bit better, and would allow donations through that. But it's a monthly subscription, and I don't really know if it would be worth it. Obviously, the future plan is to get a PC. I mean, hell, maybe I'll just buy a monitor, and just plug my Xbox up to a monitor and start streaming from that, Maybe that would be a little bit easier. And plug the PlayStation up or Xbox up to it, I could stream a little bit better and have a smaller and have my phone like right set up here, and it would be a little bit better. Eventually the goal is to get a PC, but my point is streaming on a big ass TV and then having to look down at the phone, you know, that isn't ideal. It works, but so chat overlay on the TV would be cool, but maybe I should just buy a monitor, you know, and I don't know. We'll see about that, but I am going to be streaming either tonight or tomorrow night. And I'm going to try to start streaming more. Because here's the deal. It is so hard to make fans online. Not only to just make fans online that support your channel, that like you, that like your personality, that watch your shit, but that are so much invested into your channel that they want to come and support you live on stream. That is hard. That is hard to accomplish. And the fact that I have you guys here willing to watch and I'm not able to stream, that sucks. And you can only be so patient, and I get that. And so, like, I have to take advantage of this and stream more. If this is what I want to do, if I ever want this hobby to turn into a career, I'm going to have to push myself and try streaming more and doing that. And so I am going to try. Because my last stream got 75 views, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it usually gets 2. Just having one person there to bounce energy off of, to talk to, makes the stream better and suggests it to more people. That's why it goes to 75 views. And so if I have a few of you, 4 of you now, 5 if my old subscriber ever comes back, and that would be awesome. That would be so cool. And the only way that I hinder my growth is by not streaming. And so I'm going to have to figure out a way to stream. And so right now, it's going to be same as normal, midnight, and we're going to iron that out. But I'm just trying to make it a point that eventually, when Persephone starts doing school, whether that may be homeschool, public school, whatever, streaming at midnight is not going to work. It's going to have to be earlier. But let's not think about that yet. We're jumping ahead. Look, I just want to say that to even be able to have this conversation with you guys means the world to me. To even be at 120 subscribers, which most people just don't consider to be anything, means a lot. The fact that we have 30 videos in a row with likes, with interactions, that is so cool. And the fact that you guys want to see me on Twitch, it is awesome. This is like a childhood dream come true. And if this is as far as I get, like I keep saying, I'm happy with that. You know, I really thought I would be screaming into an empty sky, and I'm not. And that means a lot. Anyway, I just want to say I love you guys. And the fact that we're even talking about this, the fact that we're even looking at the future like this is awesome. I'm not saying we're gonna get there. Maybe we don't. But we're gonna fucking try, baby. We're going to try. And you just never know, you know? I didn't think I would get 100 subscribers. Didn't think, and then we got 20 in 1 week. Like, the fact is I thought about this negatively when I started. Thought, nah, you know, there's millions of people that do this. I'm probably only going to get 1 or 2 views, and you guys continue to prove me wrong. So, and I want to start being funnier, and this new job opportunity might allow me the opportunity to start making better YouTube videos, actually more time to edit so I can do more commentary stuff, maybe watch funny things and make fun of it like Moist Critical does, because I can show my personality. I'm scared to be funny. I actually made a sketch last night and deleted it because I tip my hat to comedy YouTubers. I'm scared to try to be funny, because if it doesn't land, oh my god, dude, if it doesn't land, you know, then you're just cringy. And So I try not to be funny. Sometimes I've had funny moments in videos with my sarcasm. That's my sense of humor. Basically, Charlie's just a dry, deadpan, sarcastic sense of humor. Um, you know, Daniel Tosh, Bill Burr, Bo Burnham. Zach Stone is going to be famous as one of the best shows of all time. And Bo Burnham is just fucking hilarious. People like that, yeah. And so I want to try showing my personality in more ways than just being aggressive about subjects. And, maybe this job will allow me to do that, put more effort into the videos and stream more. So I plan on streaming tonight. Yes, we're streaming Fortnite. I'm sorry, but I want to play Fortnite. That's where the Xbox and this new headset shows the most improvement, is in Fortnite, and I just really want to play it. I'm kicking ass in this new season, and I do think I have chat figured out, but if not, if y'all come and message and the messages aren't coming in, then I will get live stream. I'm just hoping I don't have to. And I know that with Fortnite, I have to zone in for 10 minutes. I know, but I just feel like as far as streaming goes, it'll be the most entertaining stream because it's what I have the most fun playing, you know? But it's not gonna be Fortnite all the time. It'll be other games sometimes. I'm just saying this next stream is going to be Fortnite for sure. And then the big test is going to be, did I figure chat out or not? And if not, if I'm still facing the same issue with having to close it out, refresh, then I'll get live stream. It sucks, but I think it'll be worth it to have chat overlay right on the TV. I just feel like it would make my playing worse. But anyways, just being able to talk to you guys about this shit is awesome. Just all the support, all the love, I appreciate it. I love you guys, and I thank you for being a part of this journey. And this is like a childhood dream for me, and we're making friends, we're doing good, I'm offering good advice, I want to impact the world in a better way, however that may be. And so let's keep doing it. Let's keep going. Yeah. And I just thank you guys for giving me that encouragement to keep going. Because if it wasn't for that, I would have stopped making videos a long time ago. And you guys give me the confidence. Like the other day, the subscriber that commented on my Dark Days video that, if you're watching right now, that message meant a lot. That you've watched for a while and wanted to just comment and tell me, hey man, don't be too hard on yourself, and I'm rooting for you. And I really needed to hear it. I was laid up in bed, sick and depressed, and you guys always come in clutch in those moments. And I fucking appreciate that. You guys are awesome. I love you. I know this video is long. I am a professional yapper, but let me know what you think of these ideas. And yeah, hopefully streaming will start being, I'll start doing it more in the future, and videos I'll start having more time for. I love you guys. Y'all mean the world. You really do. All of you.